23-year-old left back Ben Chilwell of Leicester City, long linked to Chelsea. Multiple reports out of Europe on Friday that the deal is effectively done. Chilwell will move to Chelsea for a reported fee of between 40 and 50 million pounds. For more, we welcome back Frank Leboeuf and Julien. Jules, let's start with Chilwell. There was a time where that price was 70 or 80 million pounds. Sounds like good business for Chelsea then.
I think that's the price of the market, Seb. You're right. If you look at Kyle Walker, for example, or Benjamin Mendy, even Aaron Wan-Bissaka to a certain extent, although he was a bit more than 50 million pound last season to United from Crystal Palace. This is the price for those kind of fullbacks, whether it's right fullback or left fullback. And Leicester were in a strong position because they knew Chelsea were really after a left back. And I think very early on, Frank Lampard targeted Ben Chilwell, who I think ticks all the boxes really that what Lampard wants from a left back. So it was I thought always a deal that was going to be done as long as Leicester were not too greedy in the asking price.
Jules, Cadena Ser is reporting that Ronald Koeman has made some choices as to players he'd like to move on from at Barcelona. These are some pretty big names. Luis Suarez, Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba. What's the market for these players? Because, yeah, it's okay that he wants to get rid of them, but somebody's got to take them, yeah?
You're right, and I'm not so sure who will take them at their age and the contract they're on. That's the thing. That's the most incredible thing is that Barcelona gave those players 4-5-year contract not so long ago. I think Busquets is contracted until June 2024 or 2023. There's another 3 years for Busquets, who is already in his 30s, and Alba is the same. Suarez is 33 now, and he still has another 3 years on his contract. The way Barcelona handled all those deals, it's just been ridiculous, and good luck to them. I think the best way they will have to do it is to just terminate those contracts, maybe pay some of the wages that those players would have got at Barcelona, and then let them go on a free, because I cannot see right now who would pay a transfer fee and then on top of that getting those 30-year-olds something on huge money. We're talking here like 200,000 euros a week. This is how big, and that's for Alba and Busquets. Suarez is on 250,000 euros a week, which is crazy again at his age. So I don't think that would be easy to sell.
To be fair, Koeman isn't trying to get rid of everybody just yet. A couple players that he would like to work with. He gave an interview to NOS, a Dutch outlet. Here's what he had to say about Antoine Griezmann. First, with all due respect, Griezmann isn't a winger. He needs to play where he has his entire life, showcasing all of his qualities. For that reason, I believe it's important that a coach knows his players and how to get the maximum out of them. That starts by playing them in their right position. Koeman also spoke about Frankie de Jong. Similar theme in this quote. My idea with Frankie is to play him in the role he had at Ajax and for the national team. I saw him at Barcelona once, playing in a different role, and I thought, I'd never put him there. When you invest a lot of money in a player, you need to play him in his position where he'll do what you expect of him. Frank, that sounds pretty simple. Just play the guys in their right position. Koeman right here.
Yes, well done. Well done, Mr. Koeman. We didn't know that. That's first a big tackle or two tackles from behind to Kike Setien, I think. And after, well, if it's not really a problem for Frankie de Jong because he showed his qualities even if he has been put in another position, I think it's been crucial for Griezmann, and we all know that he's not a winger. We all know that he never played there, and the question after that is, Mr. Koeman, where is he going to play then? You're going to play striker because you want to get rid of what his name? I forgot. Suarez. Sorry about that. Suarez. So therefore, you know, why do you say that if we all know that it's not a question? We all know that it's been a problem for Griezmann, and I would say that I said that so many times. I said that even when just before he signed, where it was a mistake for Barcelona to sign him because he was just double Messi, because his real position for me is just behind the striker. He's not even being a striker. It can be. It happens sometimes. It happens sometimes with Atletico or with France. But his real position is Messi's position. So why do you sign him?
Jules, what do you make of these comments? I mean, Frank's right on it. Yeah, there are reasons that these guys weren't playing in their natural positions.
Yeah, I mean, the De Jong one is a simple one. That's true. They play down our position. His best position is in a double pivot, and I can guarantee you that if Koeman really does what he's just said, Barcelona will play with two in midfield. One will be De Jong, and the other one probably will be Pjanic. And that would certainly be De Jong's best position. For Griezmann, like Frank just rightly said, it's a very complete different story because exactly, again, like Frank said, his best position is behind the striker. If you get rid of Suarez, you don't have a striker anymore. So you need to go and get someone else. And then if you really play Griezmann in his best position behind that striker, what happens to Messi? Messi plays wide on the right, but Messi goes everywhere. Messi is a free. He's the best in the world. He's the best that the game has ever seen. So you're not going to restrict Messi and say, listen, Griezmann playing central, so you're going to play right, but stay there. Yeah, stay on the touchline. Just stay there. That's never going to happen. So I'm really curious to see how Koeman is going to make them play both in their best position, because to me and to Frank, that's impossible.
Well, if Ronald Koeman thinks he's got dead weight at Barcelona, wait till you see this list from Andrea Pirlo of players that he's looking to move on from at Juventus. It's about 3 times as long as Koeman's list. Gonzalo Higuain, Douglas Costa, Bernardeschi, Khedira, Alexandro, Daniele Rugani. I mean, this is just looking like a major, forget Barcelona's rebuild. Is Juve going to have a bigger rebuild, Jules?
It's big, and I think what Andrea Pirlo needs to remember is that last summer, Mauricio Sarri and the people at the club, Fabio Paratici, the sporting director, Andrea Agnelli, Pavel Nedved, everybody tried to get rid of Gonzalo Higuain, tried to get rid at the time of Paulo Dybala, of Douglas Costa, of all those players who are surplus, really. They don't need them there. It's far too big squads. They're struggling with the finances right now, so they need to sell anyway, and then they need to sell to buy. But a year ago, no one wanted those players. I'm not sure that this summer, after everything that happened with the pandemic, after the bad season that some of those players had, someone then would be ready to say, hey, Juventus, no problem. I give you 30 million, give me Gonzalo Higuain. I give you 40 million, give me Douglas Costa. I don't think that will happen again. And I think a bit like Barcelona, Pirlo and Juventus need to get ready for neither of those players leaving this summer, because no one will take them.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.